Yo, what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. Today's June 17th, 2021. It is Thursday here, and happy to report I'm green today, but not by much. Yesterday, however, was an awesome day. I didn't get to do a recap. Had to go to the hospital, not personally myself, my wife. We had a little medical scare. Everything's fine. Doing all right. So, anyways, great trading yesterday and got to finish the day. All the medical stuff was actually after the trading day. So, great day trading yesterday. But anyways, today I'll try to recap a little bit of yesterday because it was such a huge day, and then do a little bit today. But today, let's start with the recap here. Today, I am up 116 bucks. So really not that much at all. However, it's a green day, so I will definitely take it. Yesterday, I was up, finished the day 1351, so 1,351 bucks. Great day. That's the kind of days I want to have more consistently. Unfortunately, the way trading goes, it's not very consistent always, and sometimes it's difficult. Today was a lot of back and forth. I started great. Started at basically my highs, put up 365 bucks on the day on into my second trade, and from there I just kind of fell apart. Went all the way neutral and then red a little bit, then back up, and then struggled to get back to my highs. So today I traded APOP, CLSD, TRCH. What else we have? MTP and JFU. Those were the ones that I was just going back and forth on. Traded a lot of MTP. So let's just take a quick look at some of those. APOP was the first one. Let's see. This one had a nice start to it in the day, but it just couldn't hold up right. So pre-market had a nice run up, and market open and had a nice move up, and I got a really good trade on it. I timed it right, got in, got out, made the money there. But after, I think it was my second trade, I actually had to, I got in and started flushing down, average down, and just didn't like where it was going, but I was holding it. And eventually I sold out of it, pretty much neutral here on this curl. So we did get that opportunity, to sell out. I'm thankful that happened. Was able to dump it, get out of there without a major loss. And from there, I'm glad I did, because I had a nasty red flush down. So let me know if you got caught in that. Interested to hear if anyone, maybe thought this was going to continue moving up. And yeah, it was just a huge flush there. And from there, after that halt, I mean, talk about downside. You could not get out of that position. I mean, it was a tough one, just all downhill. So that kind of, I think, indicated today's market kind of choppy. There was opportunity, though, if you were good enough to find it and get in, get out. So what else? CLSD, MTP was another one. Let's take a quick look at CLSD. I think I just took a random stab at this. I don't remember exactly where, but I don't think it was much of a winner anyways. MTP, that was the next one. Now this one, I did have my eyeballs on it at first this morning we had a nice pre-market gap. However, it opened up, ran up, and then just ran right back down. And from there, it just couldn't hold anything, kept dropping. Finally, later in the day, we had a lot of consolidation here. And from there, we got a curl up, which is where I started to get interested, because, it had such a big pre-market gap up here that gets me interested, knowing that it's hit a high here. And if it comes down, as long as it consolidates and then starts to curl, and especially break in VWAP here, that's where I got more interested. It was still difficult because it was choppy in here. And I was always scared of waiting for, the big flush at some point, and it definitely did happen. People got in and they were thinking maybe it might break this 330 area. It couldn't, and it just failed, fell through VWAP, and it was pretty much done. So that was MTP. What else? Let me see if I can give you one more. There we go. JFU. Now JFU was a double-edged sword for me, so I put on a decent number at the end. It helped me get from 83 to 123. But earlier in the day, it took me from my profit of 280 all the way down to flat. So I had a good or a bad and a good trade on this. Still gonna find the first one for you guys on JFU. Okay, yeah, bought in at 308, had to sell at 281. So I bet it was in this area. Let's see. 1124. Yep, right in there. That was the spot. I was thinking this was not a good trade at all. Bad idea, bad timing. So on this whole chart here, I was looking at this area right in here at this point thinking, okay, we've formed a little bit of support here in this area, or sorry, resistance. And it's kind of had this line running up here for support. So it kind of looks like a, flat top with the triangle moving up here. And my thoughts were that it would, break 310 and bust it, but it couldn't. So that's really, hopping in there, wrong idea. It falls me, and I didn't sell in time. I should have just cut it really quickly. I didn't, and it crumbled, absolutely crumbled. So JFU also did add a little bit of saving grace at the end for me as well. So I did have a bad trade on here, but it was actually my last trade of the day. I put a little extra green on the table, went from 83 bucks to 123. So that was nice to have that extra, whatever that was, 40 bucks on that last trade. And I'll see if I can grab that one for you real quick. So adding in at 287. Yeah, this is towards the very end of the day. Let's see the timestamp here at 3:43. Yeah, it was right in here on the kind of this last pop, I think it was. Got in at 287, 292, and sold at 295. So that helped out a bit and got me, in the right direction. So that was pretty much today's trades. Let me go over to yesterday's and show you the main stock. I did trade a few other stocks yesterday, but the main one that helped me put on some serious gains was ORPH. This thing was insane. It was awesome. Great opportunity. I wonder, I'd have to go back and look to find out what the total gain percent was on it. Definitely above 100. It might have been 150. I can't recall exactly, but what a great day yesterday. And this one did come up as a surprise to me. So I want to show you this first part from yesterday. I had traded a few other stocks. I think it was up about 200 to 300 bucks on the day. This one popped up. And I look at it, pull up that yearly chart, which is what I like to do very often to see kind of previous support. And we know we had this massive run on this thing just a few days ago. And it was all halts though. But since then, I know there's still some sympathy moves on this stock. We had one. I actually jumped into it too early the day prior to this. Not yesterday, but the day before that. And I jumped in at the wrong time, and I was just way too early to the game on it. But yesterday was perfect because we had this big sympathy move. starting at, what was it, 992, ended the day, we went all the way up to $24. Pretty incredible. So anyways, I like that yearly chart there showing that, hey, it's probably not very likely for it to go all the way up to retest its highs of 77, which was ridiculous, but there is a chance, we'll get a nice push if it does want to take off. So I was still hesitant on it. So anyways, and I was hesitant because my first trade on it, I saw this thing moving up. I go, wait for volume. Let's have volume come in, let it prove itself, and we'll go from there. So on the second halt, I decided to, right after the second halt, I decided to jump in, and I made just a perfect trade. Just was able to hop in, right at almost to the exact top, and sell. So my timing was just perfect on it. And from there, it flushed, went down. And I was so happy that I was able to get in, get out. That's where the scalp trading really helps on those moves like this, because it can get dangerous. If you get caught up buying the high on this thing and it's now halting down, not a good situation. So I nailed that trade right in here. And from there, I was just it was great because I could step back and just watch it. And, it opened up and it was even further down from that third halt there. So great sign in the sense that, hey, I made the right decision there. But however, it came back. It started throwing on some big green candles and looked like it wanted to kind of retest. And I was thinking, okay, if we get close to that previous high, this thing might be game on. And so it dropped a bit and came back up and really started putting on green candles. I said, game on, let's hop in. So I just started trading it a bunch in here. I did miss quite a few opportunities from selling too soon, but sometimes I'd rather sell too soon than hold and be caught in a negative position. And so I wrote it up, a bunch of trades on that. It consolidated for a while. And man, when we saw this next move where it wanted to possibly retest, it's such a good area. It came up, tested the highs, broke back down, nice consolidation pullback here, and then boom, once we ripped with this candle, game on once again. And we pushed from there, $19 all the way up to $24. So I traded this a bunch yesterday, very happy with my progress on it. And even better than that is I decided to stop trading it. I was pretty much done with it right about in this area. I was like, hey, we just hit some serious highs. It might continue, but if it doesn't, it might come down hard, and it did. So this was the whole backside of the move, and I never touched it after that, which was really great. So very, very happy with my progress yesterday on ORPH. Let me know if you traded that one yesterday, if you made some good money on it. I'm sure there's a lot of traders out there that made some really good money on it. And that pretty much wraps it up. So I want to show you, this was my progress today. Not great. Started high and just kind of drifted down, but I did end green, so that's good. And as far as the calendar goes, yesterday putting on 1351, so I feel really happy with that. That puts me in a good cushion for this week. This week I'm up 1934. Last week was 1380, and the week before that 426. So it looks like we do have some opportunity going on. I hope it continues, and I'm gonna keep trading. I'm gonna try to have a nice green day tomorrow. Hopefully we got some good opportunities, and I really want to end this month strong. Up 37.40 for the month right now. And I know I can have some pretty big nasty red days. So I don't want to do anything that's too drastic. Anything above $1,000 red day is going to be pretty dramatic for me. So I want to try to avoid that, of course, as much as possible. Sometimes it's tough to do. You get in bad situations, but just how it goes. So that is where I'm ending today. I'll give you an update on AMC here. This is still my swing trade, still holding this one. Today was an excellent run up. Like to see it. I'm getting a little antsy at this point. We've made so much progress with AMC. Here's the yearly chart. And I'm glad I'm still holding. I think it still has more potential to run. But it's been such a long time for me personally, just because I day trade. I'm not used to swing trading a whole bunch. And this has been a longer swing trade for me, just holding this amount for this many amount of days. So I'm hoping we can, start breaking some areas. 64, then 68, and off the 72. I think if we break 72, I just want to see a really strong push, and hopefully, break down all the short sellers and get a nice short squeeze on this thing. But who knows when it comes? It could take another freaking week. But I'm hoping you guys can, if you're in AMC, can remain strong, holding strong with the apes on this one, and should be great if we can get a continuation from this. So that is where I stand for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and really do enjoy recapping for you guys. So let me know if you guys appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Especially stay tuned for what's to unravel kind of with AMC, my position, to see how I do in the future if we come out strong and victorious. So I'll let you guys know. Take care. Happy Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday.